Hey guys, Sean McHalo Speculation here. So guys, I just wanted to give you an update on what some of the biggest responses have been since I revealed that my sources told me that Certain Affinities Battle Royale mode has just undergone a major delay very recently, and it is because, as they say, they are switching it to Unreal Engine. So again, we'll go over some of like the top responses I've seen, and I'll just give you my state of mind, just like what the latest kind of stuff that's going on in my head about this. So as I told you guys, I've been working with Jez Corden. He's a very like well-sourced Xbox kind of like insider. And so I've been trying to work with him to see if his sources can poke and prod. Definitely check out this piece. I'll put a link to it in the description. But as he says here, as the saying goes, there's no smoke without fire. And right now there's a lot of smoke. He's been asking around and he hasn't been able to get like a very hard confirmation from his sources. But he also hasn't gotten a hard no, which is why he's like saying they can tentatively corroborate some aspects of the Halo Battle Royale information. One thing I do want to point out from this that is important, and this is just one of those things that gets like lost in translation. No one is saying Halo Infinite is being switched to Unreal. That's not happening. Halo Infinite, they have a plan for Halo Infinite. I know what's coming as far out as Season 6. Considering the fact that Season 4, we're not even getting that until June of next year, you know? A little less than a year from now, basically. Support for Halo Infinite is not going anywhere. And so they're still going to have it on Slipspace. They're not switching Halo Infinite off Slipspace. I don't know how people got that or started saying that. It's ridiculous. We're talking about the Battle Royale specifically and Halo Endless. I mean, I have more information on Halo Endless, but I got to tell you, like, the discourse that has come from this, like, I have stuff on Halo Endless, but I'm not sharing it because the discourse around this just sucks, man. It just sucks. People are unable to, and I said this in the original video, people can't, resist the urge to kill the messenger. And so instead of it being like this fun thing where we can all speculate about like what the future of Halo is, it just turns into people like literally attacking me and anybody else who agrees with what I said. So it's just not worth it. Sorry, but I'm not dropping any more information. I tried, and I knew what I was getting into. That's why I said in the start of the original video, I was like, yo, I don't even want to make this video because I already knew it was going to happen. So, let me make it clear. I'm not complaining. I knew what I was getting into. Now, next thing we have here is Forbes did a piece on this, and they cited journalist Jeremy Penter. Not gonna lie, I didn't know who he was, and I was surprised I didn't know who he was. He's got 785,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's a big YouTuber. He's got a pretty big Twitter following, 42,000. I'm generally aware of most of the other content creators that are out there in the gaming space at this point. I've been doing this 2.5 years, so I didn't know who Jeremy was, and I still don't know much about his track record. I just, I'm not going to go stalk his whole thing and try to figure out what he's been right on or wrong on in the past. But apparently, he's been credible enough that Paul Tassi from Forbes shared this tweet from him, okay? And so Jeremy replied to my information, says that he can only confirm that many sources are saying this, and very clear that it's already been decided, and Halo is for sure switching to Unreal. So there you have it. I mean, he's saying that his sources are telling him the same thing, okay? So you got me saying this, and now you got this guy. So look, there's always a chance that you get bad info from a source, but you gotta ask yourself, do you really think he's gonna put his rep on the line? I'm gonna put my rep on the line over some flimsy information? No, bro. It's because, as he says right here, it's multiple sources. I personally got my BR information from 3 different sources. I did not hear, it wasn't like one person was like, yo, bro, they're switching the Battle Royale to Unreal. No. In fact, I'll tell you guys a story because why not? I heard from the first source that they're switching to Unreal, and my reaction was just like, okay, sure, whatever. I didn't do anything. Then I had a separate source reach out and tell me the same thing. Big delay, Unreal Engine. So at this point, I was like, oh, bro, I need to get to the bottom of this because, like I've said before, I wish I was wrong on this stuff. It is in my interest, right? Our interest as Halo fans for the Battle Royale to come out by the end of next year, which is what it originally was supposed to be. Like them switching it to Unreal, it's going to be 2024 earliest. So I heard from 2 independent people about this. So I went to a third source, okay? And at first, the third source was like, nah, I don't believe that at all. But I'll check for you, but I highly doubt that. So I was like, oh, okay. All right, it's not real. And then they come back to me less than 24 hours and they're like, oh shit, I was like, what? That's when I became very confident in this. I was like, damn, 3 people saying the Battle Royale is super delayed and it's because it's going to Unreal. That's insane. So like usual, you know, sources could be wrong, but I just highly doubt it. Now we got this guy, ACG. You got Jeremy Penter, who, again, Forbes seems to trust him enough, Paul Tassi, to include an entire piece on him. Something else that's interesting is Jez got hard confirmation that the Battle Royale was in development using Slipspace as recently as 3 months ago. Some people are seeing this and going, haha. But this just backs up what I was told originally. It was basically, this change happened sometime like in the past 2 weeks. I do have an exact day, but I'm not trying to burn sources, bro. Like, it's just, and that's another thing, man. This stuff is not that serious. Like, it's really not that serious. Like, people get so crazy over the leaks, bro. They really do. I don't know about you guys, but I remember the lead up to like Halo 2 coming out. And the fun of it was just like with your friends, like who were Halo fans, you would just have fun and speculate about like what was gonna come, you know? And that's why I enjoy this stuff. You know, I never put out actual documents or any real stuff like that that could actually like screw up their development. I like the high level stuff like this, like it's delayed, you know, and then we can speculate about what the game might be. But I don't know, it's just, I guess it's just different from when, you know, the lead up to Halo 2, basically what I grew up with. People nowadays, it's more like, oh, this guy's wrong, let's attack him. Oh no, I believe this guy, I support him. Like, it's just more about the person now, I think, rather than just like the actual info and trying to have some fun with the info. So it is what it is. All right, let's close. I'm gonna give you guys where my state of mind is with all this information right now. Normally when I make one of these types of videos, I mean, for YouTube, these didn't get crazy amount of views, but I mean, we got 100,000 views on both of these. Normally, if I talk about something in a video and it gets this many views and I'm like speculating or I'm claiming it's like a source or something, I normally will get pushback from at least someone because I do have quite a few sources. And normally if I say something wrong, because I know people watch my videos, they'll contact me and be like, bro, you got this wrong, okay? But in this situation, these videos got a lot of views to the point that Windows Central made a whole entire piece on it. It's all over Reddit. Forbes did something on it. We have ACG, Jeremy Penter puts this out, 100 likes. There's been so much attention on this, and I haven't had anybody hit me up and be like, yo, Sean, like, you're wrong, and this is why, right? Like, I haven't gotten anything, and neither has anybody else, because Jez Corden as well, like he said, he couldn't get a hard confirmation, but he hasn't gotten a hard no either. My thing is, it's such a huge claim, and I admit that's why I didn't trust it at first. That's why I had to get it verified by 3 different sources. When I first heard the Battle Royale's being delayed because it's going to a new engine, I didn't believe it either. I was like, yo, that's a huge change, because in my opinion, I don't think they're gonna put the Battle Royale into Halo Infinite anymore if they're going to a new engine. Like, that's just my opinion. I feel like they only would switch it to a new engine if they were gonna like just make it a standalone product. Like, I don't, especially because they've been working on it for so long. So I'm just speculating, but my speculation is that I should have gotten some pushback from one of the many sources I have that I trust. I feel like one of them, and I know they watch the video, so I know one of you guys would have been like, yo, listen, you know, maybe you should like retract this or something because it's not true. Nothing at all. Nothing but technically confirmation, okay? So, you know, that's what it is, man. I think when you really think about it, though, it's really not that hard to imagine a scenario why they would have to go to Unreal. Bro, Halo Infinite's development, we know Slipspace is hard to work with. We also know Halo Infinite's campaign had to be scaled down because of the engine. I believe Jason Schreier, in one of his reports on Halo Infinite's development, basically said this, and we've heard this from multiple sources. The campaign had to be scaled down. So making some large-scale thing is obviously a problem with Slipspace. So it's really not hard to imagine they were trying to do their best with the Battle Royale, and maybe they got something done on Tatanka, at least something, you know, halfway finished, and then they realized, look, like, we couldn't get it out in time, you know? Halo Infinite's been out, it's going to be out almost a year now. Maybe for Halo Infinite, we just, you know, lean into Forge, and we just make the Battle Royale a standalone. Because one issue is, if this Battle Royale takes off, right? We know Certain Affinity has 100 people working on it. About 100, they said. If the Battle Royale takes off after they release it, like all Battle Royales, they're gonna need to scale up their workforce fast. Like, oh, like I think Fortnite, don't quote me on this, check it for yourself, but I think Epic has like hundreds and hundreds, if not like 1,000 people or something like that working on Fortnite. I remember seeing that somewhere. I think the team working on Fortnite and the teams working on Warzone, for example, Battle Royale and Apex, I think they're like massive teams. So if the Halo Battle Royale came out and was successful, they're gonna need more than 100 people, and they're gonna need them fast. Who can they hire people quicker for? Unreal Engine, a more universal engine, or Slipspace, which we know is difficult to work in because it's a 100% unique engine. People have to come in and learn how to use Slipspace specifically. It's also the fact that, like, perhaps they're, to do a Battle Royale the right way for Halo, like, you're gonna have to have it be balanced much differently from Halo Infinite's arena gameplay. It's just very hard to balance a game for arena and Battle Royale. Just for example, you don't want snipers that can just like laser people across the map super easily, so you're gonna have to nerf the sniper in Battle Royale, right? Like, you can sit there and imagine all the problems with the balancing. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot, you can really make the case pretty easily, I think, as to why just doing the Battle Royale standalone would be a lot easier, and then you just do it in Unreal. But I don't know. It's possible they're making it in Unreal, and then somehow they're going to put it into Halo Infinite. I thought that was impossible, but the comments were saying that's possible. All right, I really want to close on this. I have talked to another source I have that has the ability, like Jez Corden, to kind of like try and fish around with their sources. It's a trusted, somebody I trust, a trusted name. And so we'll see what they can come up with. But I gotta tell you, at this point, there's only one thing I'm 100% certain on. The Battle Royale is not coming anytime soon. Nobody disputes that, including Jez. And so whether it's on Unreal or if it's still in Slipspace, it's not coming anytime soon. And so I don't expect to get any more information on the Battle Royale anytime soon. So I have to tell you, if you're sitting around like waiting for some like big news or something, like I would definitely advise you not to. I would advise you to just like file this under your brain and save it, and maybe like, I don't know, it could be literally, it could be a year from now we'll finally start to get like anything. Remember, this isn't even officially confirmed yet. The Battle Royale by Certain Affinity is not even officially confirmed yet. Okay, we haven't even gotten a teaser trailer, nothing. So we're not even close. And that's why I'm like, we should just save this under our brain. Hey, if other things pop up about this, I will definitely let you know. If I hear anything, any new movement, I will definitely let you know, whichever way it goes. If we get some kind of hard confirmation that it is true or not true, I'll let you guys know. I'm just interested in the truth. It doesn't matter which way it goes to me, honestly. And again, I would prefer to be wrong. I would love for it to be coming next year. That would be the best thing. But anyways, that's all I got for now on the Halo Battle Royale. Hope you enjoyed. If you've watched this far, you happen to not be subscribed, double check, make sure you're subscribed, okay? Especially if you want to get updates on this. We're going to get an update on this at some point. I'm just saying, it's looking more likely it ain't gonna be anytime soon. But hey, I'll see you guys in the next video.